He single-handedly got me out of my writer's block, and I'm never gonna forget it. And I'm gonna shout it to the world on the mountaintops, because that's the real. That's my hand to God. He sent me something, and it made me feel so competitive again. I was like, yo, what the am I doing?
Giveaways. And games.
Chimpanzees eat it. It grows on a tree. It's yellow.
You got this.
Oh my
Ellen is ending.
I am announcing that next season, season 19, is going to be my last season.
Longtime host Ellen Degeneres says she's
the conference meeting. I am absolutely committed, as I said last night, as I said just now to my colleagues, that we must go forward based on truth. We cannot both embrace the big
with her friend Fallon's ex-husband Simon. Talk about a mess, allegedly. Now, Portia has been sparking dating rumors with Simon this entire week. You guys remember that Portia was pictured with Simon on Instagram and also her ex Dennis. And a lot of people then were speculating that Portia could be dating Simon, but there wasn't any confirmation. Well, in true fashion, Portia has come out on Instagram to confirm her engagement with Simon, saying this: our relationship began a month ago. Yes, we are crazy in love. I know it's fast, but we're
Hello everyone, welcome to this special season finale of The Take, season 4 finale. I'm your host as always, Kitchen Diggs here. Glad you can join us here on The Take. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Take here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button. Click right here, that subscribe button, so you won't miss a thing here on The Take as we set up to end season 4, and we'll be back on season 5 in September. What a amazing week it has been. We got a lot to talk about. Even throughout the 4th season, we done a lot, but thank you all for welcoming me into your homes, watching and knowing you care and love by pop culture. So hey, we're gonna do the best we can. All right, let's get to the big story. The big story this week is, yes, guess who's back? Yes, Nicki Minaj is back and better than ever with this.
He single-handedly got me out of my writer's block, and I'm never gonna forget it. And I'm gonna shout it to the world on the mountaintops, because that's the real. That's my hand to God. He sent me something, and it made me feel so competitive again. I was like, yo, what the am I doing? You need to start writing. And
facts.
Whenever I hear Drake and Wayne rap, it's always going to inspire something in me. But outside of Drake's raps, it's his pep talks. He'll send one text that'll make me really reevaluate everything. He's a genius as a musical artist, but also just as a human. Please, everybody know that. That's real. That's not fake shit. And so I love you very much.
It didn't feel right with you not being on it. That's really the best way I could put it. It was it was fun the other way, but it's epic this way, So I had some real heart to heart with you lately, just about the fact that it's just your world. Nobody does it better than you. And it's when you're gone, obviously Papa Bear's here now, so we are, we understand the priorities. But, when you're gone, I'm not gonna lie, I'm sure I speak for everybody in the live when it's yo, we really miss you. We really miss your presence, and just we miss the bars, we miss the excitement that you bring.
You saw right there, Nicki Minaj had stated throughout the week, she was posting tweets about Friday. Many people was trying to see what was going on Friday. She made one that something Friday was big coming out, and it was. It was called Beat Me Up, Scotty. Yeah, Nicki Minaj did an Instagram addressing everything, what's been going on, coping the loss of her father's death, giving birth to her first son, and trying to get her groove back into the music business. So Nicki Minaj has been trying to get stuff together, and it's been for a while. So we're glad Nicki Minaj is back, better than ever, and she's ready to conquer the world as we see fit. All right, in celebrity news this week, NBC announced that they will not air the 2022 Golden Globes Award because they believe that the Golden Globes organization lacks diversity. And it's been talked about for so long. Let's get you up to speed with this.
Globe Awards are without a network, and Tom Cruise is returning his trophies, all in response to the ongoing lack of diversity controversy with the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. Here's what we know.
I mean, I'm always kind of surprised at this stuff. You never know when it's going to happen.
On Monday, ET confirmed that Tom Cruise sent back his Golden Globe Awards to the HFPA amid the continued backlash the organization faces for its lack of diversity, an issue that overclouded the show earlier this year. And just hours later, NBC announced plans to break their long-standing relationship with the HFPA, and the network will not be airing next year's Golden Globes broadcast. NBC said in a statement, quote, "We continue to believe that the HFPA is committed to meaningful reform. However, change of this magnitude takes time and work, and we feel strongly that the HFPA needs time to do it right. As such, NBC will not air the 2022 Golden Globes." So what happens now? While the Golden Globes won't be on NBC next award season, the ceremony could find a home on another network or streaming service, but they run the risk of facing an empty ballroom if the stars continue speaking out. In February, this viral image from the Time's Up organization highlighted the lack of diversity among the HFPA, which is made up of journalists around the world. In response to a report from the Los Angeles Times, which first brought awareness to the HFPA having 0 black journalists in their ranks, the organization said in a statement, quote, "We understand that we need to bring in black members as well as members from other underrepresented backgrounds, and we will immediately work to implement an action plan to achieve these goals as soon as possible." The graphic was shared by stars like Sterling K. Brown, Mark Ruffalo, and Ava DuVernay, who wrote on Twitter, "Old news, new energy. Hashtag Time's Up Globes." Additionally, Scarlett Johansson revealed in a statement that she's often faced, quote, "sexist questions and remarks by certain HFPA members that bordered on sexual harassment." On Monday, ET obtained a statement on behalf of the board members of the HFPA, which includes a commitment to systemic reform that is long overdue. Quote, "Regardless of the next air date of the Golden Globes, implementing transformational changes as quickly and as thoughtfully as possible remains the top priority for our organization." They also released an outline of their course of action from now until August, focused on achieving reform milestones. Looking further into the ceremony's future, NBC didn't say they're opposed to picking up the broadcast again, pending the HFPA's response. Their statement on Monday also said, quote, "Assuming the organization executes on its plan, we are hopeful we will be in a position to air the show in January 2023.
NBC announced, and a lot of celebrities do agree, it need to be more diversity. It ain't that much diversity. They trying to say it's more whitewashed than ever before, but you know, hey, they're trying to push that diversity into the organization, and they threaten the organization to say, if you don't show no diversity, then for coming futures, we're not gonna do the Golden Globes. So Golden Globes organization better re-up everything they're doing right now. I'm telling you. Right now. All right. Speaking of that, in more celebrity news, we just found out that there could be a possibility Jennifer could be back. Jennifer Lopez has been spotted with Ben Affleck, and a lot of things saying they heating up this.
By Jennifer Lopez reuniting with her ex-fiance Ben Affleck.
This is really hard.
A source tells ET, quote, "Alex understands that Jennifer is single but felt shocked by their quick meetup. At the end of the day, Alex wants Jennifer to be happy, but the way everything has unfolded doesn't sit well with him."
I have no explanation for that.
The source adds A-Rod and J-Lo have remained in contact after breaking off their engagement in April and plan to remain friends and in business together. If you remember, the exes met up for dinner not long after calling it quits.
Just taking it one day at a time.
The source adds people close to Alex do feel things might be different if Jennifer's relationship with Ben develops more as it's all happened so quick. Jennifer usually remains close to her exes, and she plans to do the same with Alex.
Just gonna try to enjoy every minute, stay present.
Jennifer has been spending lots of time with Ben, most recently jetting off to Montana together.
It feels really good and it's really nice.
According to multiple sources, the pair was alone vacationing at the Yellowstone Club in Montana for a week.
I think we had chemistry as actors from the first moment we started working.
But how does Alex feel about their week-long getaway? In a clip published by Page Six, the former baseball player only had 2 words: "Go Yankees."
I love to compete. I love to win.
Although he dodged the question, it's worth pointing out that Alex formerly played for the New York Yankees, a major rival to, you guessed it, Ben's favorite team, the Boston Red Sox.
I don't know how that happened.
And seems like Ben is not letting go of Jen this time. In May, a source told ET that Ben has always had an affinity for Jennifer and was the one who initially started pursuing her and making an effort to reconnect romantically speaking. Quote, he wanted to explore things with her beyond a friendship, and they've both really been enjoying spending time.
Lopez and Ben Affleck, with the rumors again, trying to hook up again. So it's been like 20 years since they've been together, and it's been like almost close to 15, 16 they broke up. Man, Hollywood is a strange place if you ask me. You hook up, your makeup, and all that stuff. But it's typical. It's Hollywood. That's how it be. Telling you right now. So, all right. In talk shows this week, Ellen DeGeneres makes a bombshell announcement that includes her staff, and the whole fans with this.
Giveaways. And games.
Chimpanzees eat it. It grows on a tree. It's yellow.
You got this.
Ellen is ending.
I am announcing that next season, season 19, is going to be my last season.
Longtime host Ellen DeGeneres says she's ending her daytime talk show, telling The Hollywood Reporter in a new interview this upcoming season will be her last, saying, as great as this show is, and as fun as it is, it's just not a challenge anymore.
You may wonder why I've decided to end after 19 seasons. The truth is, I always trust my instincts. My instinct told me it's time.
The announcement comes nearly a year after that explosive BuzzFeed story detailing allegations of a toxic work environment, leading to parent company Warner Media parting ways with 3 of the program's top producers over some flaws in the show's daily management.
I think it is very easy to assume there was scandal. The show ends. I don't think it's that simple. This is something that has been in the works for 3 years. She got very close to walking away after 16 seasons. She was very sort of open publicly at the time with her own sort of wrestling with, do I stay, do I go? And ultimately she signed on for 3 more seasons.
While DeGeneres says her decision has nothing to do with last summer's controversy, she admits it was very hurtful. With the talk show, all I cared about was spreading kindness and compassion, and everything I stand for was being attacked. So it destroyed me, honestly. I'd be lying if I said it didn't.
Ellen DeGeneres making that bombshell announcement that she's going to end her show in 19 seasons. So Ellen DeGeneres come out claims alleged workplace toxic environment, bullying, and even backstage politics. I guess Ellen's kind of had enough is enough. She don't want to be in it no more. Ellen was supposed to have that mantra to be kind lady. And Ellen didn't use that mantra too well because now folks ain't being kind to her. But Ellen's saying that she might be doing other ventures like going to Discovery Plus. Who knows what she's going to do with that. Speaking of Ellen, a lot of people are saying that Ellen's replacement could be Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish could be the front runner to have her own show if she's ready. I feel like if they bring Laverne Cox in, don't be surprised. They do if either her or Laverne Cox get that role, the job next. I'm telling you, it'd be crazy enough to have 1 or 2. There they go. All right, that ends the first half of the take. We'll be back with the second half of the take after this. Welcome back to the take on our season finale here on the take. Thank you all for watching this edition of the take. I'm your host as always, Kendra Diggs here. Like I said, season 5 will be coming soon later this fall. We thank you all for season 4. Season 4 has been a wonderful ride, and we thank you for that ride. So, like I said, join in the conversation using the hashtag TakeHealConnect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe and skin. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss that thing here on the tape. All right, let's get down to it. Let's get down with the political rundown. On the political rundown this week, the Republican Party wants revenge. They want revenge on behalf of Donald Trump because of the January 4th assault. And they decide to oust Liz Cheney out of her position. And here's what Liz Cheney had to say throughout the moments of that.
I will not sit back and watch in silence while others lead our party down a path that abandons the rule of law and joins the former president's crusade to undermine our democracy.
The other thing that struck me palpably over the past few days is the extent to which Liz Cheney is not cowed by this one iota. She is going to carry on fighting and is going to carry on being a pain in the side to the Republicans who are trying to kind of erase her from history.
I think the whole point of the conference meeting, I am absolutely committed, as I said last night, as I said just now to my colleagues, that we must go forward based on truth. We cannot both embrace the big lie and embrace the Constitution. And going forward, the nation needs it. The nation needs a strong Republican Party. The nation needs a party that is based upon fundamental principles of conservatism. And I am committed and dedicated to ensuring that that's how this party goes forward. And I plan to lead the fight to do that. I did.
Do you regret that vote?
Look, I think that
how could you not regret that vote given what's happened?
Yeah, I mean, look, I was never going to support Joe Biden. And I do regret the vote. I think that it was a vote based on policy, based on sort of substance and what I know in terms of the kinds of policies he put forward that were good for the country. But I think it is fair to say I regret the vote.
It's the Republican.
Yeah, Liz Cheney is standing by her word. She's true to her guns. She's not going to let the Republican Party intimidate her. And she vows that President Trump will not get near the White House again. Got to see about that. President Trump looks like he's itching to run one way or another. Speaking of that, Michelle Obama, former First Lady, she sat down with CBS's Gayle King and talked about the Derek Chauvin case. And she had some poignant moments to say this.
But in certain times, people, look to us often, well, what do you think? How do you feel? And we know that while we're all breathing a sigh of relief over the verdict, there's still work to be done. And so we can't sort of say, great, that happened, let's move on. I know that people in the Black community don't feel that way because many of us still live in fear as we go to the grocery store or worry about walking our dogs or allowing our children to get a license. I mean, just imagine.
Our girls driving?
They're driving.
Yeah.
But every time they get in a car by themselves, I worry about what assumption is being made by somebody who doesn't know everything about them. The fact that they are good students and polite girls, but maybe they're playing their music a little loud. Maybe somebody sees the back of their head and makes an assumption. I, like so many parents of Black kids, have to, that the innocent act of getting a license puts fear in our hearts. So I think we have to talk about it more, and we have to ask our fellow citizens to listen a bit more and to believe us.
Yes.
And to know we don't want to be out there marching. I mean, all those Black Lives Matters kids, they'd rather not have to worry about this. They're taken to the streets because they have to. They're trying to have people understand that we're real folks, and the fear that many have of so many of us is irrational, and it's based on a history that is just, it's sad and it's dark, and it's time for us to move beyond that.
Poignant indeed. Michelle Obama saying that it could have been her daughters that could have been profiled. Like I said, in America, we live, sometime in America, you live in a free country, but others feel like it's not free enough. being profiled and understand that. But Michelle Obama tried to hit the point on the head with that. So let it go. On the reality show Clipdown this week, Portia Williams makes headlines this week, and it could be a future Real Housewives of Atlanta storyline with this.
With her friend Fallon's ex-husband Simon. Talk about a mess, allegedly. Now, Portia has been sparking dating rumors with Simon this entire week. You guys remember that Portia was pictured with Simon on Instagram and also her ex Dennis. And a lot of people then were speculating that Portia could be dating Simon, but there wasn't any confirmation. Well, in true fashion, Portia has come out on Instagram to confirm her engagement with Simon, saying this: "Our relationship began a month ago. Yes, we are crazy in love. I know it's fast, but we are living life each day to its fullest. I chose happiness every morning and every night, tuning out all the negative energy and only focused on positive wishes. He makes me so happy, and to me, that is what matters most. For all of you that need facts, I get the optics, but Simon filed for divorce from a previous marriage in January. I had nothing to do with their divorce filing. That's between the two of them. Fallon and I are not friends." Not friends. And Simon's divorce has been settled. Our relationship is positive, loving step forward in everybody's lives. Simon and Dennis are committed to being respectful and supportive of my happiness in this situation, as well as being the best co-parents they can be to baby PJ. Two black men stepping up and being amazing people. Let's praise them. It's truly a beautiful moment in my life, and we cannot wait to spend the rest of our lives together. XOXO P. Now look, child, Portia, you can talk all this positivity, baby, as much as you want, but you foul, child. But I live for it. You know, at this point, they need to go ahead and give Fallon a peach at this point. And I know in some ways, this is to revive the season. A lot of people weren't here for the season. So now fans are going to be demanding another season so Fallon can come back and tell her side of the story. Because Portia, you got on here, baby, and said that you and Fallon weren't friends. But baby girl, when Fallon came to the show, y'all were friends. See, this is the thing with B words. They be your friend until they get in your house, see how you live, and want your husband. Allegedly. Now y'all know that Kenya Moore wasted no time to give her 2 cents about this situation, posting a Nicki Minaj video. Check it out. Kenya said, "What did I say? Did I lie? Did I lie?" I swear that Nicki video is infamous for clapbacks at this point. Several people in the comments wanted to chime in on Twitter about the situation with Portia, and let's just say there's mixed emotions. One person saying this: "Portia did wrong. That's my girl, but sis, ooh, Portia." And let's be very clear, nobody is shaming Portia. Does she have poor judgment? Absolutely. And yes, she can and should be called out for this. I'm sorry, child. I'm literally so gagged right now, Portia. I think it's all a big joke. It's just too ridiculous to be real. She's mocking us for speculating about those pics. Portia, this isn't funny at all. And finally, I cannot believe Portia is with that girl's husband. That's slimy AF. And I agree, but you guys, I want to hear from you down below. How do you feel about Portia Williams coming out to confirm that her and Simon are engaged? How do you guys feel about Portia saying that her and Fallon aren't friends? And isn't there some type of girl code? Shouldn't women respect previous friends and not try to get with their husbands when they get divorced? Let me know what you guys think about this down below. Don't forget to subscribe, ping that bell notification so you never miss when I upload, and give this video a huge thumbs up so I can be exposed.
Portia Williams making headlines this week. Portia trying to get the bases out. They saying the dude, he's rich, he got petroleum, something dealing with petroleum company. This man mega rich, and they saying he's cheating on Portia. I mean, it's just everywhere. And then Portia took the rug under with the woman, the woman who she thought was considered a friend on the show, took her man. So it got to be a storyline, because this is so. I mean, it's been so blamed out for this week. I mean, people been talking about it. People still talking about it to this day. So look out for that coming soon in a future storyline. All right, in news this week, Ohio governor announces any adult who gets vaccinated will be automatically entered in the statewide $1 million lottery. Take a look.
scholarship. Now let's talk about adults. 2 weeks from tonight,
it's intriguing, but a lot of people saying it's a catch that they're trying to get people to get the doses up. So you know how it go. So let's see if it all turns out fair play with that. Speaking of that, in more news, 2 firefighters who set to be fired for taking Kobe Bryant helicopter photo. This was the time when Kobe Bryant had passed away along with 7 others, including his daughter. It was heartbreaking to hear and heartbreaking to see. Hopefully, thank God we didn't see those photos, but Kobe Bryant's legacy will live on. But I think taking photos while the man was dead, you never know what ramifications. And then those 2 firefighters, yeah, I don't blame them. So I don't blame Vanessa Bryant for doing what she had to do to protect her family legacy. There you go. And finally, the viral video of the week. The Houston Tiger with this.
So, how did he get free?
Yeah, but all these people are gonna have to move if the cops come.
Don't kill it.
What in the world? A tiger stranded in the middle of the neighborhood in Houston. That's like going to Knox Landing. You know, all those people with the houses and stuff. Yeah, Knox Landing. Imagine that Houston Tiger would have got loose. He was loose, but imagine he would have got real loose. Ooh, God, it would have been worse than what it was. Ooh. All right. Thank you, people. Thank you out there. It ends the tape for our season 4 finale. You know, we'll be back with season 5. We'll be back shortly this fall. So, for me being Kendrick Dixon, so long, and we'll see you for season 5 of the tape. Season 5. Yes, we did for season 5. See you later.